Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Sponge! No!
40, easy, alert!
A shotgun snap for Locke. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? In this case, they managed to get it done.
To throw again on 2nd down. Luck. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Luck. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. It wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd and 7, Minshew. And now here is another interception. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Luck now to throw. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And his first throw here is incomplete.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Here we go. Go ahead.
From his end zone, Garoppolo on 3rd and long. Looking left sideline, it's complete. A gain of 19 on 3rd and 18, and that'll move the chains. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
To throw is Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
65, 65.
And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Yeah, baby.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
11.
Tight left.
Hey, zoom.
3 down.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Ready. 90, Wolf.
Watch the run.
Under 10. X3. 218. Hit it.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Lay down.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A good solid game there on 1st down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
Right 52.
Get that quarterback at all costs.
Watch twist.
On 2nd down, it's Hill. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Right there.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down.
Protein spill. 5.
They'll run with Henderson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Kill.
There.
Hey, turn it up. Tighten up.
Hey. Get it.
They run. It's Hill.
I got you, boy.
And, boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. Luck now. Just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. New England on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
You think you gonna get this?
Shit.
97's the mic. 97's the mic.
All day. Every day.
Now it's Luck.
You ain't doing nothing.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. They're going to go for it here on 4th. Luck in the offense is going to stay out there. They snap it to Luck. And this is going to be incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. And the failure on 4th down on the other side leads immediately to a 1st and goal.
Check.
They'll try to pound it in with Hill. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Check 99. Yo, go. Ready.
Hill to try again. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. The Rams on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it. It's Hill. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be. Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. So they have now gone for it on 4th 4 times, and they have converted no times. I know we talk about analytics and how it's entered into the game, and there's a good percentage that says go for it. You actually make a good percentage. In this case, the analytics just went right out the window. 0 for 4. They've got to start looking at things in a different way. That one good for 13 at a New England 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20.
Hey, foxtrot.
Out of the gun, Luck. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. New England on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5.
I got you, baby. I got you.
Hey, check. 97's the mic. 97.
From the gun, here's Love. Finding Gabriel complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. On 1st down, it's Love. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. They were trying to get it into Kelsey that time, but it'll be 2nd down. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Check 13.
Check safety. Hey.
Now a play fake, and it's Love. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Here we go on 4th. Luck. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 44. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on down's the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 20. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
You got nothing. 56 the mic. 56 is the mic. You gonna go night-night?
Yep.
So go night-night. 50.
Hey, lock it.
56. Check 56.
Hey, Alpha.
I'm coming after you.
Let go.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. He's going to float this one deep. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And thanks to the interception, the Rams offense cashes in for 6. The Rams leave the offense on the field. They'll go for 2.
Hey, let's get in them holes. Check the backer, check
61, matchbox lights. Way to go. Now.
They'll try and run it up the middle. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. That type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
He can run for it, and he will. So he got 9 yards that time, but he needed 10, and it brings up 4th and 1.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Undercrush,
Here's Luck. And that is incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Chance.
Go.
They'll go with Hill here on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Again, it's Hill. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Justice Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Yeah, another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
That's good for 28 yards.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Drop deep, drop deep. Hey, watch edge.
Now Michelle. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
11.
Now Luck. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the 2nd half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
They start the drive on the ground with Hill. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Gator. Rock it. Go.
That's what I do.
Check 52. Fire.
Going again on the ground here with Hill. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the 1st down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going.
Go on.
It's our time.
Wide. Get it.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Go out. Crunch. Now. Hey, Delta. Hey, Sam on.
On 4th down, Minshew. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS. Check.
After the interception, it's Love. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And they will run it with Michelle. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
97's the mic. 95.
Michelle going to try again. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. But, Charles, we saw a comeback bid for short, but